girl, but she was a really, really good worker, and nobody else saw it. They kept giving her bullshit other jobs that they shouldn't be giving her. So I would every once in a while come on, I'm like, Meg, yeah, here, do you want to go design a bed for me? She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I've been bugging to do it. I'm like, I know you have. I says, come on over. I said, I suck at doing this job. Make me look good. And sure, she makes a bed, and it was gorgeous. Took pictures of it, posted it on Facebook. She is so proud. And they turn around and it's like, Gorge, you did an amazing job of the bed. Yeah, no, that wasn't me. That was Megan. And they're like disappointed. They're like, oh, look, you told me to do my job. You told me to make sure that this bed looks perfect. I did.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
I didn't pawn the job off to somebody else. Somebody else wanted us to do it. Somebody else was going to be better at it than me. I let them do it.
That's called delegating.
That's delegating. That's the job of a manager, is to delegate.
It really is. You're not supposed to be doing the work. It's like when I was a foreman at the bricklaying gig. I technically didn't even have to be there all day. I shouldn't have to be. I should be able to trust the workers to do it for me while I'm out doing other things.
Exactly.
And that goes part and parcel with running the country. You don't want to see the Prime Minister on TV all goddamn day. He should be out running the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Not talking about it all the time. You don't want to talk to your manager all the time. That's a problem if he's out being all buddy with you, and it's a problem if he's out yelling at you all day. Someone's not doing his job, and it's usually them.
Yeah, that's right. I always loved that one. There was this statement that was going around that said that people don't quit the job, they quit the managers. And I always thought that was a really good statement.
That's probably very true for most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, there's certain things, like, there's, like, certain, like, ethical things of decisions that come down, or you just don't like doing your fucking job anymore. But,
sure. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing is just really, you rarely quit a job because, like, you either quit a job just because you don't like the work itself.
Right.
Like whatever your task is, like that's a big one. But then, like if you've been with a company for a while, been working with them for a while, I bet you, like, guarantee, because even if somebody comes around, like if you love your job, if you're happy with what you're doing, if somebody comes by and offers you another position somewhere else, it'd be great to be making more money, but I fucking love what I'm doing. There's a chance, you're going to stick around, because if you're treated well and you're respected, you'd rather stay there.
And that, in my opinion, is fully worth a couple of dollars an hour. And I've always said there's nothing in your life that you do 40 hours a week. Nothing else in your life you do for 40 hours a week. Nothing, ever.
No.
So you better find something you like. And if you're not doing something you like, get out. Go do something else. Because it occupies the majority of your life. So enjoy it, or it's not worth it. I don't care how much you're making.
Very true.
It's I know that's not a popular way to look at it, but it's, if we were all a little happier, we'd probably all treat each other a little better, and you'd be amazed how the world would change if important people weren't stuck in jobs they hate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's completely true. It's one of the things that I learned. Like, I'm one of those weird people that, like, when I get a job with a company, like, literally, of all the jobs that I've had, the grocery store for me was probably hands down the worst job I've ever had.
Right.
I would have to say that. I've never in my life been that negatively affected by a job before, which is disappointing because, my buddy reached out for me. He got me the job there, and, he took a chance and, and everything else, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Right, yeah. No, I totally agree.
It's fucking frustrating, but every other job I've had, I always found a way to be passionate about something about it.
Yeah.
Like sales is just sales. I love the interacting. I love the way to talk and interact with people. It's just a lot of fun. But yeah, so that's sort of the easier part. But I'm gonna have to get out of this industry because I just can't fucking afford to stay in it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Paychecks aren't steady enough. That's fucking really.
I don't know anybody who does it. I've had a lot of friends, oddly, just like a disproportionate amount of friends who worked for the Future Shop, and their commission is the same as yours. Their whole pay structure is exactly the same as yours.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how anyone can pull it off. I mean, it ebbs and flows, obviously, but I'm sure you guys
One,
probably have a decent back to school season coming up.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I haven't heard any
But
word
that's not
about
going
it
to be
yet.
enough to carry you through the year. It's not like car sales. I don't know how anybody does it. It's
The way, I mean, the trick, at least the trick that I'm learning with this is that your first, like, sort of your first, no, maybe 3 years, that's when it's the most difficult because you need to go out and especially as a commission salesman, you have to go out and find your own business. You can't expect everybody just to walk in the door.
right.
So there's a tremendous amount of like groundwork. Like you got to,
Yeah, but
do
you
the
can't do that
classic.
when you're being left alone in the store.
No, but this is what I'm supposed to be doing on my time when I'm not in the store. And even when I'm in the store, I am still supposed to be doing it by making phone calls all day, which is what I do. I'm
Sure, yeah.
constantly calling customers. But the thing is when I've only been with the company for 8 months, if anybody bought a bed, they haven't even had the bed a year yet. You're not going to be calling them, hey, do you
Right.
need a new bed? You know what I mean? So, like a lot of the people that have been with the company for like years, like there's this one girl, she's been with the company for like 21 years.
Right.
She's producing like, I mean, I'm selling a pretty small amount per year in dollar value of what I've sold so far, like very, very
Sure.
minuscule. I mean, like last year, I think I sold like, I don't know, my first 3 months, I think I sold a total of maybe like $38,000 worth of merchandise.
Right. And
And this chick's rolling out like $1 million a year.
but I equated to always the town of Westwold, which is just kind of between Kelowna and Merritt, and there's literally two businesses in this town. There's a general store that's got like a post office and a liquor store in it,
Yeah.
and the other business is Ned's Piano Tuning and Fine Wood Refinishing.
Oh, random.
And I'm like, Ned, how much business can you be getting in this little small town? I just picture him sneaking out at night and like detuning people's pianos and scratching up their tables.
Oh, man, the kids are at it again. You best better call Ned.
The crazy property crime problem they've got in that town of like 30 people. So I figure, I do have the answer to your problems is, okay, young people of Milton, we need your help. We
Not only
need you
Milton,
to
keep in
start
mind,
destroying some beds.
Yeah. Keep in mind,
Or
I
not-
work in the Bolton area.
Right, Bolton. Sorry, yeah, Bolton. Townspeople of Bolton. You're mad at your parents? Burn their bed. It's a great way to show them you're mad. You and
Did
your
you just
girlfriend
sharpen
fighting?
a new knife?
Hey,
Cut it out.
you and your girlfriend fighting? Nothing says makes a point to your wife or girlfriend than cutting up your bed. That's a bold statement. And you know what you can do that with? You can do that with a knife sharpened by Gord. Gord's little
That's right.
shop of sharpening. We'll sharpen your knives if you cut up your bed and
I'm going to buy a bed for me.
we'll give you a hell of a good deal on a bed when you go see Gord down at that Bolton. I'm not going to name their name because I don't think it's right. They're not
No.
giving me anything. They're not even giving you anything. They're not going to give me shit.
Exactly. By
Let's
the way,
call them
another
up, though.
good. You should. Another good reason, and by the way, I have something to talk to you about. Speaking of, but so yeah, fuck life joke doesn't matter. I found a local bar in Bolton. I shouldn't say I found it. Actually, Sherry was the one who talked about it, so we went and checked it out. Had a pint after work one day last week or the week before, and it's a cool little British pub, very traditional style on the inside. The owner is a really, really nice dude. Really knows how to pour a good drink. And I told him, I said, hey, let me ask you. I said, think I could do a podcast in your bar? And he's like, yeah. I said, I'll set up in the fucking corner. I said, set a mic up. I said, we'll get to the podcast. He goes, yeah. He goes, here. Hands me his fucking manager's fucking information. He goes, here, call this guy. He goes, he'll set it up for you. So I can do a live podcast from a fucking bar.
Well, I think you absolutely should.
I think I should too.
As soon as I get some equipment where I can hear you, because it's hard enough hearing you now when you're by yourself. We should both do that. We'll both do it from our local neighborhood bars, and we'll compare.
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I don't think I could do it in my neighborhood, but I can find a neighborhood that would accept me.
Yeah.
Here,
Well,
I just get
when I was talking to my manager about it, I think, because I said, what are you talking about? Because I talked a little bit about it in front of her, and then we talked to the side a little bit. And she goes, so are you actually going to like broadcast your podcast from here? I'm like, well, eventually. I said, no, I got to get the right equipment. She's like, what do you mean? I said, well, if I'm sitting in the corner of a bar with the phone in front of me and a pair of headphones on, nobody knows what's going on. They're only going to hear me talking. They're not going to hear anything that Eric says. The whole point of the conversation is for us to be talking. I said, so I need an actual sort of setup.
You need a speaker so people can hear it. And you know what I found is when you walk up and stick your phone in someone's face, they're reluctant to talk. But if you have a microphone, then that's for some reason makes all the difference. People never want to talk into my phone when I ask them a question, but if I have a microphone, they've got no problem with it.
I just think it'd be great. Everybody wants a mic in their face.
Before you came on the show, I did it for the whole month. It's missing out of our catalog. Was me around the Vancouver library or art gallery. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And I just walk around the art gallery and talk to people because I didn't have you to talk to, so I would just find people. Anyone willing, and sometimes it was great. Sometimes it was a train wreck. I literally almost got beat up on a train one time because I wouldn't shut up.
I actually have to admit, I kind of missed the train ones were funny.
The train ones.
You hear every exit. You hear every exit you're getting on. Ding!
Yeah, they're good stuff. Except when they brought fucking Seth Rogen in and ruined my life.
Yeah, you did enjoy that. It'd be great if you just laughed. Every once in a while, just hear the.
But now we've got the weather back. I think we should get outside more and try to engage the public a little bit.
Absolutely.
I definitely look forward to it. And
now to talk to all the local bars in town, and just sort of say, hey, look, what would you guys say about me coming in and doing a podcast here?
I'm going to do some talking to some people too, but it won't be in this neighborhood. It'll be in ones where I won't get murdered.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, you don't want to find one that's full of angry Asian dudes playing their games.
Well, not just that, but outside of this building, it's just mayhem, bedlam. But we'll talk about that more some other time. I think we're just coming to an end here. We actually did a full episode, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know we ended up doing it. Yeah,
and
they knew what happened.
It's funny that you said that, and sure enough, there it is.
Yep.
But you're now taking the weekend off. Is that correct? Or are you in tomorrow? It's not Saturday, Sunday.
No, actually, I'll probably be able to do an episode. Oh, no, I still won't be able to go tomorrow because although I have to work the full shift, I was originally going to be done at 5 and I was going to go to the girlfriend's, but
excellent.
That's not happening now. I have to work right till close, so I won't be seeing her tomorrow, but I have to open the next day at 9. So I got to be up extra early, so I'm not going to be able to do a podcast tomorrow.
Sounds like good money for you, finally.
No.
Ideally?
No. Well, I mean, if I get the sales, sure, it'd be great. But I mean, I did $90 today, $89.97, and $130 yesterday.
You know, when they need it, they'll be coming to you. It's kind of one. If you build it, they will come. Kind of scenarios. They're all going to come at once one day.
I just hope we haven't already hit. I just think we hit our peak already, because that last month we did was awesome. Like we had a tremendous amount of business. Or we won a fucking contest. We did awesome, but. Man, I mean, nothing this month. Like, absolutely nothing.
You hearing this? Anyone in Bolton listening? I don't have my stats tonight, so I can't
For the
tell.
record, we don't just sell mattresses. Everything that Brick sells, we sell. Why deal with the high-pressure salesman when you can deal with us? We're so much nicer.
See? Now, that's a hell of a sales pitch. I like that right there. So, everybody go and do that, and we will talk to Gord after the weekend is over. When we'll have 2 or 3 excellent guests. I'm going to figure out a way to set myself up somewhere that's a little less public so we can actually enjoy these guests, because one of them's actually a legit guy who has a legit thing to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
The other one's a nut job, and the other one's just a kid who wants to talk on the radio. So it should be a fun week if we can put it all together.
That'd be great.
I'm going to work on that while Gord's away, and I might actually even try to get eke out a second episode of Just Another Day, because the first one's on its way. So there could be 2 coming right up. I had to change the direction of that show drastically, too, again, for the 80th time.
You're not changing. You're just trying to find...